The Golden Knights blow out the fading Seattle Kraken 6-2 as VGK's latest win streak now hits 3 on Saturday night. VGK also winners of 7 of 8 as well. Our recap coming your way next right here on this edition of Locked On Golden Knights.
Your Locked On Golden Knights, your daily podcast on the Vegas Golden Knights, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, hi again, everyone. Tony Cordasco, Chris Golick from Las Vegas. Thanks for making us your first listen every day. Find us wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure to subscribe to our Locked On Golden Knights YouTube channel. We are brought to you today by FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com. FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. I think I need to start off with a disclaimer here. So, rodeo dust, like there's particles like after the rodeo leaves and there's all this dust and it goes on the basketball courts this week and it gets in Cordasco's head. So that's where we're at. I'm allergic to it, whatever it is. So I did games at the South Point, rodeo dust. I went to the UNLV game at the Thomas and Mack. There weren't very many fans, so that rodeo dust was circulating everywhere. So it's in my head. So if I do stumble, like I usually do, just come to my rescue. About the only concerns for Bruce Cassidy that he had following VGK's 6-2 thumping of Seattle, well, he doesn't like the start of this team still. They started slow again. The Golden Knights trailed 1-0 before they kicked it into gear. And Cassidy said afterwards that he doesn't want this to become a habit because good teams could now use that early momentum. So if VGK gives up 1 goal to a team that is better than them, perhaps it could lead to 2, maybe 3 goals. And so he doesn't want that to be habitual. How could VGK, first of all, correct that trend?
I think it's been known when Nick Waugh is healthy and the fourth line is intact, the energy line is Waugh, Colasar, and then it's been Tanner Pearson. When everyone's healthy, that's been the line that starts. Everyone hasn't been healthy, so basically that line is completely in shambles. One of the players is on the shelf right now. So I think that's part of it right there. I'm not saying starting the Eichel line is bad in any world, but just sometimes having that familiarity of starting the fourth line, I think that's something to do with it right there. Beyond that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, play the vets early. They are, I think. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird thing because this team is doing so much right, and we're talking about something little. I mean, you talked about 7 of 8. I think going back 13 games ago, I put out that infamous tweet that I felt troubled waters were ahead for the Golden Knights. So what's that, 26 points up for grabs? And I think they got 21 of a possible 26 when I said rough times were ahead. So ignore whatever I say from this point forward, I guess. But it's just something. It's something with coaching. It's something with just the players being ready for those first few shifts of the game, and it's something that Cassidy. This isn't a big deal by any means. We're talking about the team not having a great first couple of shifts, and then all of a sudden they blow a team out 6-2. No big deal.
Okay, a big deal would have to be power play. They gave up 2 power play goals on Saturday night there at the Fortress. So Dunn and Jaden Schwartz, those are the only 2 games that the Seattle Kraken team scored. That's a concern.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. I mean, if we're gonna nitpick a little bit right now, but again, results are earlier in the season. I think we as whatever we are, entertainers. We're not entertainers. You nitpick these things that aren't going as well, especially when the team isn't performing like we had talked about, team not doing well against better teams with winning points percentages of greater than 600. So what's the problem? Okay, it's the power play, it's the penalty kill, it's the first shift of the game. And now we are well into that second third of the season when the Golden Knights are supposed to struggle, when they're supposed to have issues. And the deeper into the season now, it's just the results. It's just the results, right? When the team is losing, of course, you're going to say, okay, here's why they're losing. Here's what's happening. But, results matter. The results always matter 100% more. That's a dumb take. But the deeper into the season, especially the dog days of winter, so to speak, which I think yesterday or today is the first day of winter. Now I think about that.
The
This
21st.
is
What day
21st,
are we?
couple days ago.
Did you miss 2 days? You
I
missed two
missed a
stinking days.
lot more than 2
Okay.
days. But yeah.
Okay.
So you know where I'm going with this, though.
I know where you're going with this. Mark Stone, 3 points. Well, I just wanted to talk about areas to clean up because there are certain areas that they do need to clean up here if
Oh,
they
that's
do
fair.
want to be an elite team. But Mark Stone, 3 points, including a goal. Jack Eichel, my goodness, he committed a robbery on Vince Dunn, takes the puck away, and then puts the puck on a platter for Brett Howden, who pots the goal. So both Howden and Kolasar, those two, that tandem, they worked out like right after the season was over. They got in the best hockey shape that they probably could. I don't know if that might have included Kolasar and Howden fighting each other. Maybe I don't know, but in any event,
That'd be a pretty boring fight, Tony.
yeah, I know. But in any event, though, no, I have to hand it to those two fellas because they've really stepped up their game this season. And that steal by, oh my goodness, by Jack was just that was incredible. Good job.
VGK right about middle of the road as far as penalty kill. Looks like about maybe 15. Power play still number 3. But yeah, I mean, Mark Stone and Jack Eichel both had situations where, I mean, especially Mark Stone's situations where they pick someone's pocket clean and then the puck finds its way to the front of the net right there. Certainly some vintage VGK hockey right there. And I mean, the one thing I found weird about that game was Cassidy's comment. I don't know if you had this queued up or not, but Cassidy's comments, he felt the second period was like he was going on and on about that second period.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I agree. The second period was really good. It
Well,
was
he
kind
liked
of,
the second period. That's what he meant. That's what you mean
Yeah.
by he thought it was the best. He said there
I
weren't any
thought
goals, but he thought it was their best period. And you texted me, what a boring game, I think, at that point.
the second period was a snoozer in my opinion, but snoozers can be good things. Like that's not a bad thing. Let's make sure we're clear about how I'm going to frame this right now. But when you don't put the puck in the net, I'm not sure how excited I'm going to be about the result. But I get it, process before results. And if the Golden Knights have a lot more second periods like they did against the Seattle Kraken, things are going to go a lot. Things will be pretty good for the Golden Knights from here on out. That said, relax. It's the Seattle Kraken. There's not a whole lot of life right there, fortunately. Brandon Tanev does not like playing in T-Mobile Arena. Second time he got dumped pretty hard. Fortunately for him, he didn't have to go to. He wasn't concussed or anything like that. He came in, but I think it was Lazinski just got him. It was from behind, but it was on the open ice. It wasn't like checking from behind in a dangerous circumstance. Tanev skating backwards and Lazinski doing what I feel more players should do in the NHL. So many players do peel off when a player is skating backwards against. We're not talking about a dangerous hit on the boards. We're talking about an open ice situation.
Are you saying you want a player to get injured? Come on, Golick. Really? Are you really going there?
I didn't
Don't
say
be
anyone
a
should
Cardasco.
cross-check Brandon Tanev. Relax, Tony.
Okay, don't do that. I got you. How bad is this? Oh my goodness, this Kraken team has really fallen apart. They're not very good. I mean, they lost again last night as they lost in Colorado. But okay, I sometimes I overstate riggedness, right? When there's teams playing back to back, either on the front end or back end. And of course, the Kraken played at VGK and then went to Colorado. Folks, this changes
What was the score of that
everything.
Colorado game, out of curiosity?
I think that was like 5 or 6-2 also. You said did you tell me to take the puck line? Somebody did.
I didn't bet that game because it's just, I don't know, it's weird.
But one of the facts here, folks, is just that you do change the mindset when you're playing a back-to-back, either front or back end, because you're changing goalies. There's a lot of different things that go into it, all sorts of factors. You could be tired on the back end. The front end, you're trying to plan on how you're going to attack it. It's so stinking rigged. But how many of these are we going to have? Is there one every night? Is there one every stinking night? It's the rodeo dust that's kicking in.
I thought we were transitioning there because there is one every.
You thought it was WTF
for the Golden Knights. No, I mean, listen, the schedule is what it is, and
it is what it is. It is what it isn't. It is what it isn't. It isn't. It isn't legit.
Look at the Golden Knights back-to-backs too, and talk about their travel schedule.
Oh, come on! There's not very many of those. There's not.
Samsonov solid. Another
Sammy solid.
Samsonov was very solid. He's having a nice bounce back after his injury, whatever happened against the Kings early in the season. So that was good. Petrangelo, this was a funny little nugget. You wouldn't have caught it unless you were at the game. Friggin' Petrangelo just wipes out Shane Wright. It wasn't necessarily a slew foot, but I'm assuming Shane Wright did something and it was a little bit of payback. And Petrangelo's going to the box chirping the ref the whole time. And you just see the ref as he's calling the Petrangelo penalty, just like shaking his head, like just giving him one of these, is shaking his head at Petrangelo as he's calling the penalty. It was pretty good. So a little bit of support for the refs right there. I enjoy that. But good game overall by VGK. Certainly outclassed Seattle. Stuck to their game. Yeah, Seattle scored first, fine, whatever. But really one of those games where VGK didn't even need to be anywhere near their best to run away with it. So that was nice.
I think you might have shed a tear, right, for the Chandler Stevenson tribute. That was pretty well done. That was well done.
Those videos are good, and there's a lot of them. It's taking up a lot of precious ad space for the VGK. I'm sure that's probably why they're changing around the prices on the concessions, because they're trying to make money back on lost ad revenue because there's so many welcome back videos.
Yeah, I'm sure that you definitely, if you tuned in to Nighttime, I think that was a sponsored video too. I think you would have been really happy. You would have been pleased. And then the 12th, this officially was the 12th come from behind victory for VGK. So, yeah, they're digging themselves some sort of a hole, even if it's one goal early on. Cassidy's not pleased with that approach, and he wants to change that. When Cassidy says he'll change something, he's going to come out. I think they might be more aggressive here in the future coming out of the shoot, right? Off the opening faceoff.
Yeah, that. Just want to also credit Brett Howden. Dorofeev started up on that top line. It didn't take long for Cassidy to pull the trigger and go with a top line of Howden, Eichel, and Stone. And again, that was something I had suggested when the Barbashev injury happened, just simply because of the familiarity that Howden and Stone have together. Now, the only concern in the same breath, the third line of, it ended up being
Hurdle, Bjorn, and
it would have been Bjorn because they're both centers.
No, they had them both on the same line.
They did have them on the same line. Okay, so they were okay. Fair enough. So what was the third line? Which Kolasar had a big game too, so I can't even dog him right now.
Oh, it's Kolasar. Kolasar was on that line. That's who it was.
Gotcha.
It was Bjorn.
What was the other? What was the third? So
Bjorn,
what was left? Then
it was
for
Hurdle,
the other line. Then
and it was Kolasar, Dorofeev, Lakovskoroffiev. Who else?
I'm drawing a blank. There was a line that
Rodeo Dust, bro. Rodeo
Dust got me too. So that was a blown statement.
Yeah. Okay.
Coming up, that was a blown coverage right there.
The Anaheim Ducks rallied in Salt Lake City last night, scoring the last 3 goals in regulation, then winning in a shootout. We'll tell you more about that game and tonight's matchup against the Anaheim Ducks. It's a stinking back-to-back, folks.
I'll tell you which side I bet in that game too. Anyway, okay, keep going.
Next on Locked On Golden Knights. PrizePicks, it's the best way to get real money sports action with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. You could win 100 times your cash, again, as little as 4 picks. And PrizePicks, best way to get into the action, the sports action in over 30 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. And it's the place to get real money. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. PrizePicks puts its members first, so all the withdrawals are fast. They're safe and secure. When your picks hit, you can get your money in as quickly as 15 minutes. So sign up today, and you get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. Run your game with PrizePicks, the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going off, which ones aren't. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds. Turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on PrizePicks. Back on this edition of Lockdown Golden Knights, Tony Cardasco and Mr. Mistletoe. have mistletoe in your house, bro?
No,
Get kisses from the cat or no? Something? Yeah?
no,
Okay, just checking, bro.
thanks.
We appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you so much. Holiday week here. What's our schedule this week? I always ask him because he's the one that schedules the stuff.
Christmas off. Record
Okay,
the rest of them.
we'll record the rest of them. That's good. I get a day to sleep in till about 5:30 in the morning. That is so nice and thoughtful. I really appreciate that. Don't forget Friday's WTF. We're still doing WTF, right? And then Saturdays, of course, it is sometimes the Chris times Chris Jr. show. So, state run radio taking a jab at Cordasco. I'm driving, almost drive off the road. They say, now I picked Cole Schwint, right, to score a goal the other night. And so they say, Cole Schwint with an asterisk trying to get his first goal. I'm dying. I'm just dying because I've been saying all this asterisk talk lately, and that's what they did. Another thing, fanboy media. Oh my gosh. You want to talk about the greatest present of all time? Do you want to talk? Ask me what the greatest present for the press box at T-Mobile is for fanboy media.
What's the greatest present on the press box?
Okay, I'm trying to pull it up, dude. Let's see here. Do we have that there?
No,
No, that's not it.
home
Oh,
screen.
jeez. Oh, that's great, dude. I'm like hitting the wrong thing. Okay. They gave all of the
Keep going.
fanboy media people pom poms. Pom poms for fanboy media right there. Look at that. It's the hockey stick. Oh, my goodness. That is just unbelievably cool. So I
To
said
be
that they
fair,
were just
for
homers.
all the giveaways, they do always give one to the media members. But
Okay. You like that though, right? That's pretty funny. Okay, so yeah, but I got a shout out, Mr. Asterisk. You like that, huh?
it's amazing, Tony. That's amazing.
Anaheim was. I texted you. I was laughing so hard. Anaheim was playing on the front end of a back-to-back last night against the hockey club in Utah. The Ducks scored 3 straight goals. They tie it up, and then they win in the shootout on a Mason McTavish shot going top shelf on Jackson Stauber. This is the dad's trip. And the dad's trips for other teams don't go as well as VGK. VGK makes sure that their dad's trips are really rigged and they play teams, This is going to be a tough game for Anaheim coming in on the tail end of a back-to-back tonight.
Yeah, I actually had the friggin' Utah Hockey Club in a stupid knit parlay with Logan and the Caps, which that was an easy one. Unfortunately, the other one didn't go the right way.
What's Logan's record now?
12-2 or something.
Oh, come on, man. He doesn't deserve. He
I
doesn't
sent him a
deserve to
text
be a
last night. I
formation.
said, "Hey, good job, going into the Christmas break." And he said, "Yeah, thanks, appreciate it." And then
Was that his tryout game? Was that his tryout game as an alternate for Four
And
Nations?
I said, "Yeah, you're doing okay. Not quite Four Nations numbers, but you're not doing bad." Or something like that. We had a little fun.
That is fun.
So,
yeah, that's pretty good.
No, but back to the Ducks. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a nice comeback. Utah's not a bad team, and for the Ducks to come back from a 3-goal deficit like that, that's certainly. And I mean, it took the shootout, but hey, so what? So, Ducks are going to come in with some energy. Ducks are going to come in with some confidence, which is fine. This should be a very typical back-to-back scenario. Ducks are going to have tons of energy early, 12 minutes, first 8, 10, 12 minutes of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked like VGK looked against Seattle in that second period. They're going to come out with energy. They're going to come out excited. They're also going to fire their best shot early in the game. And then as the game tapers off, Golden Knights are going to find their game. And it might be like a 1-0 game for Anaheim or VGK after the first. And then VGK probably runs away the deeper the game gets. Another tough spot for Anaheim. This is their 4th game in 6 nights as well. To be fair, though, they've also won 3 of their last 4 games. 1 in overtime, 1 in a shootout. They beat the Jets in regulation. So, fair. They're not playing bad teams, I guess. They're doing
the only thing they're not on right now is rodeo dust. They're going to be tired. They're going to run on fumes.
I was say they're not on a full night's rest, but either way.
Okay, either way. Lucas Dostal in net last night, so perhaps we will see John Gibson. On these back-to-backs, I've been wrong every time with the
I thought it wasn't
goalie.
Gibson last night. It wasn't Gibson last
No,
night.
I thought it was Distel. Look it up, bro. Come on,
I
man.
got it right here.
Help me out here. 4 goals on 25 shots given up last night. Robbie Fabry scored twice in that game, and it was a nice little W.
It was Dostal. Good call.
Come on, bro. Bro Stahl.
No, that's good. That's great
You
for
are
the Golden
Stahl.
Knights.
Yeah, of
That's great.
course. Of course. Why? Because it's stinking rigged. It is so rigged. This is ridiculous.
The Golden Knights own John Gibson. Let's be clear about that.
Let's be clear about that. They're 180 and nothing.
It's
They
pretty
should do
close.
it. You know what? They should do a tribute video for him when he comes in. They should do that.
John Gibson has been a very important part of the Golden Knights Pacific success in the Pacific over the last 8 years. So
they should just before the game. How's this? They give him the #1 star right before
give him
the
a statue. Give him a bust. Let's give him a bust.
They should give him a bust. That would be phenomenal.
Or a pin. A pin would be good too.
The pin.
No, I mean,
your guy scored. The pin guy scored the other night.
The poster guy.
Yeah. The poster guy scored, but the pin guy also had a goal. Hannafin, right?
Yeah,
he did have a goal.
Scored a goal like
fifth
goal.
I said things were so bad that Vegas Bjorn and Hannafin scored goals.
Listen, Carlson's goal was nice.
Between the legs, open your eyes, bro. Open your eyes, bro.
That's a good play. It's a good play, Tony.
Okay.
So Gibson, I mean,
gosh, Grubauer is awful. Grubauer is just awful now. What happened to that guy?
He was never that good, to be fair.
Okay.
John Gibson, pitcher who has a no-hitter through 5.5, 6 innings, and then floodgates open.
That's a good analogy. That's
very typical John Gibson against the VGK. Gibson's probably going to play well, just like Anaheim's going to play well for the first probably 10, 12 minutes of the game. And then sometime in the second period, Golden Knights are going to get a goal, and all of a sudden, 90 seconds later, they're going to have 2 more goals on the board. So that's probably a typical John Gibson game. And maybe we're dumping on the Ducks too much given the circumstances. Maybe the Ducks are going to give him a game. I doubt that's going to happen. But anything else stats wise sticking out? Troy Terry's doing all right, 25 points, but again, 32 games for Toronto. Ryan Strome.
Didn't Zegras get hurt? Sorry to cut you off, but
didn't Zegras get hurt
against VGK, right? Yeah, and he's still out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's why I was going to leave it at basically. Cutter Gauthier, that's a rookie doing really, really well. McTavish, 3rd or 4th year. Leo Carlson. I mean, a lot of Zellweger, a lot of real decent rookies. And again, Anaheim is a team that I've touted. Maybe I think they're a little farther along than the San Jose Sharks. I think depending on what moves they make in the offseason, Anaheim could be an outside fringe playoff team next year, maybe the year after. So we'll see how these rookies develop and then how Anaheim's general manager views things. Real fast odds. Golden Knights got to be a big favorite tonight. Got to be
240, 280, 260.
I think it's probably closer to 280. Let's see. I'm looking.
Okay.
Minus 330.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Minus 330. You got a 6 out there. I mean, the book is saying it's going to be 5-1 VGK. Are they going to score a 6th goal, or is Anaheim going to go score a 2nd goal if you want to play the overs?
Okay. First time for VGK now facing Jacob Trouba as a member of Anaheim, right?
Yeah, keep your head up.
Yeah, exactly. That's my guy. And then they have him on the second pairing with, I want to call him Renee Zellweger. That's not it. It's Olin Zellweger.
Oli Zellweger.
Oli.
Yeah,
Olin. Okay, go ahead.
They call him Ollie, though. I think they call him Ollie. I think his hockey cards actually read Ollie.
It does?
I think so, yeah. I pulled a bunch last night. So either way, Gudas and Trouba out there for 2/3 or more of a game. It's not fun for any team in any circumstance. So be curious to see how the VGK manages those two fellas, because it's something to think about. I mean, when did the Trouba trade happen, Tony? Was it only when the Golden Knights, was it when the Ducks went on this 3 or 4 game?
About 2 weeks ago now.
That's about what it was. I mean, he probably came in on the tail of that 5-game losing streak. But hey, again, Anaheim playing better. They winners of 3 of their last 4. 4th game in 6 nights, though. So I think that might kind of neutralize their momentum. But who knows?
Too bad, because this could have been a really good game. Too bad they're going to be on some rodeo dust fumes here. And that rodeo dust, by the way, gets on the basketball court and it makes it really slick. So you have to take wet towels and then just wipe it down. It dries.
And then it makes it real sticky.
Well, it was really bad because people sliding all over the place there, so it's not fun. You liked the backdrop the other day, right, from the South Point? That was kinda cool. I should have just
That was
taken
fun.
that and
That was
put it
fun.
behind me. It was fun. That was fun. Coming up next,
Hockey guy, recording a hockey podcast from a basketball court makes perfectly good sense.
that was terrific, right?
Great.
Again, coming up next, locks of the night in our predictions right here on Locked On Golden Knights. Get ready to tackle the NFL action this week. Once again, you've got FanDuel. It is America's #1 sports book right now. New customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets. You need to check it out just in time for all those Christmas games. There's 2 of them coming up this week. FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. When you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check it out, get the latest stats, the latest odds, latest play-by-play action, and much, much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com and you can join today. You will get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com, FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the National Football League. Back on this edition of Locked On Golden Knights, Tony Cardasco and Chris Golick
Both got the sniffles.
reporting. What's that?
Both got the sniffles.
Oh, geez, this is really
My eyes
bad.
bother me. I think it's the cats, though. We got too many darn cats.
Darn cats. Where are the Christmas lights? Now that's been a tradition there behind you.
My camera has a red and green light on it.
Okay, but no, where are the? Don't you usually have? Typically, you have like lights behind you, right? Okay. What is? I don't know what.
Twerking Santa. Does that count?
I don't know what he's doing. He's twerking.
He's twerking.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
twerking Santa.
All right.
Like Corey Feldman. He's twerking.
Here's what happens tonight. VGK goes down to the game. They trail 3-1. Anaheim tires. VGK rallies. 13th come from behind win. I'm going to have VGK 5-4. I'm going to go with Hurdle and Skorofiev. And and I don't know. John Gibson, they'll just start a barrage. That's all you need to do is just put a lot of pressure on him, and then he'll crack there in the second or third periods. That's about it.
I'm with you. Anaheim might score the first goal this game, given VGK's starts lately, and just given they're going to have the juice early, and VGK is going to need to match that. I don't think they're going to. Not again. First couple minutes of the game, Anaheim might win. It's not going to last. I'll go with the sports books on this one. I think it's a pretty clean victory. I'm going to go 5-1 VGK, and Howden, I think he's going to play really well on that top line again, assuming that sticks. And Kolesar, we never really talked about his goal a whole lot. I felt that was the most confident goal I've ever seen Kolesar score, that breakaway goal over Grubauer. Took the pass in the right spots, got in clean. And it's one of those spots where I felt that Kolesar knew he was scoring that goal. Like, he knew exactly what he was doing the second he got the puck. He knew he was scoring that goal the second he got that puck. And Kolesar jokingly, me and my friends behind me in section 217, we always joke that Kolesar gets a scoring opportunity. I would just look away. I would just look down and just shake my head. It'd be a 2-on-1. I see Kolesar as one of them. I would take a drink of my water or mango cart or whatever I'm drinking at the time. I would just look away. Kolesar would be on a breakaway. I would just turn around and make eye contact with him as Kolesar is coming in. I wait for the head shake just to, because the horn would never go off. Now this is certainly different. Kolesar coming close already to his career high in goals, going to set a career high in points, and a nice, important piece to the VGK's success this year. Someone like Kolesar having a career season, and he got rewarded for it as far as his contract. So good on him.
No, he did not get rewarded.
Kolesar was overpaid. Come on.
And Howden was much underpaid. He got fleeced.
Howden was massively underpaid. It's still a net win for McCrimmon.
Oh, of course. The Circus Survivor, that's happening, and the Packers tonight, 14-point favorites. They have 50 people, I think they said, left in the Circa contest there.
Are they all on the Packers?
21, I think, are on the Packers tonight.
How are there still 50 people left in Circus Survivor?
Because
The
there's
way this
thousands of
season's been,
entries, right? There's
right?
so
But
many.
this season, Tony, has been a minefield,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
early. And I know that's a lot. There's a lot of sharp money in that. It's a $5K buy-in, winner take all, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And-
money still up for stake. Yeah, there's
But
a ton
that's
of money.
still pretty remarkable. There's that many people left, given how this season has gone. I need, if
2
we're going
weeks
to
to
talk
go.
football, I need Kandre Miller to give me about 10 points to get me into the fantasy championships in one of my leagues. So sending good thoughts for Kandre Miller tonight of the Saints. I need 10 points some way, somehow.
I was arguing with Raider guy yesterday at the game. Go figure.
Who's Raider
With
guy?
Raider, I don't know. I'm not mentioning names. Raider guy was telling me,
Okay,
well,
fair enough.
what do you expect the Raiders to do? They're not going to like lose out for the entire season. Like they're going to win eventually. Like they should win a game. Not yesterday's game. Now they're sixth. They're going to pick sixth. This organization, you like that? This organization, though, they really they're going to be in the dumps for another 5 to 7 years. Like, what are they going to do? There's no solution. You put all of your eggs in, Prime's kid, Travis Hunter's stock, and now, like, what do you do? What do you do? This team is in, and now they're going to get the 6th pick, and they need a quarterback. Good luck. Good luck.
If I
there,
wasn't
number
working
6.
yesterday, I would have gone to that dumpster fire of a game. Tickets.
It was like $30 tickets.
It was like I saw 25 about a half hour. So that would have been the game to go outside, park, walk over, just chill outside for a little bit.
It was nice
The
out
best I
too.
saw was like 15 rows back in the end zone for like $30 as far as like a really good deal.
Yeah. What a shame.
I was sweating. There's no way I could have gone. I was just like, I still have yet to go to a Raiders game since I lived here. I've been to one UNLV game at Allegiance. But I still have yet to go to a Raider game. I'm not necessarily saying
it's a fun experience,
but
it's great. I just want them to win for all of us. Yeah, no one was there. I mean, it was maybe half filled yesterday. It was pretty sad. It's just sad to see.
Troubled waters ahead for the Raiders.
You could have said that at the start of the season. We appreciate everyone.
10 years ago.
We appreciate everyone tuning in, especially State Run Radio. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in with the asterisk. Come on, bro. That's pretty funny. Thank you.
Tony, you won that battle. You win that battle. You got it.
No, they don't listen to the show. No one does.
What punctuation should we use today to suggest them?
I'm going to go back with the asterisk.
No,
I might have
let's say hyphen. Let's say hyphen.
I don't know that I want to bait people, but I might have to put up that.
You don't want to bait people?
Yeah, I don't. It's my. I want to be like. I want to be the Christmas guy, like giving and, all that stuff. Don't forget Fridays, WTF.
You know what that means?
We started early, the giving guy. Saturdays, sometimes it's the Chris Jr. show. Hopefully we both feel a little bit better tomorrow. These allergies are stinking.
Just my eyes. I feel fine. Just my eyes. I
have my nose.
I have to go Christmas shopping now. I'm going a day earlier this year.
Don't you usually go on Christmas Day? You mean 2 days earlier? I didn't even know that Christmas was. I didn't know that Christmas was on Wednesday. I asked someone yesterday. I go, "What day is Christmas again?" They go, "Wednesday." I go, "Oh, no way! Come on, man! It's Thursday." Nope, it's Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in, especially our everydayers. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on Locked On Golden Asterisks. And please take care.
Yes, or whatever.